Welcome back, everybody. You got Will and I-Man here from the Block Runner MetaZone, Rovi, and Mscribe, and today we're going to be talking about AI agents.
They're taking over, dude. Actually.
Skynet is here.
You were right, ultimately.
Oh, yeah. I'm always right, dude.
You were very right about this. I just don't think you were right about the context of, like, how it was going to.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Is it surprising in retrospect? Not
know.
really.
I mean, we found Bitensor about 2 years ago, right? And we knew...
Damn, it's been 2 years, dude.
I think so. Like, roughly, it was, like, right around exactly this point. It was after, you know, ChatGPT. I think that was released in, like, October, November timeframe of 2022 or something.
Yeah, I was like, there's got to be a crypto AI play. There has to be. And then everybody in the comments like, Bitensor.
Yeah, somebody clued us into Bitensor. And like, you guys are interested in how crypto and AI intersect. Look into that. And we're like, will do. Yeah. It was a fascinating deep dive, and
that was at $30, dude.
$30.
Now it's at $700.
Yeah. So we're talking. It was definitely an undiscovered gem back then. So now it's like leading the charge as far as like an AI infrastructure play. Yeah. For a lot of good reasons. It has a very sensible like approach at creating a decentralized network, leveraging the same like tokenomics design of Satoshi, right? With 21 million supply, you know, it's a scarcity with like a 4-year emission schedule and a halving. So all the right design principles are there, and like with the ultimate purpose is to aggregate computational power, but for a different purpose, right?
Yeah.
Which is to support like a large language neural network, I guess, that's decentralized. So very cool. Yeah, it's done a lot. It's done very well since then, but there's other sectors emerging outside of Bitensor, right? Which is equally as fascinating, I think.
Yeah, and they've tokenized it.
Yeah, so much so that it's the mind share is starting to shift to where Binance is taking notice.
Right? Yeah. So what are AI agents? And they have a handy link here on what that is. So definitely read that.
Yeah, you should. Everybody should kind of like get familiarized with the concept. But basically, how would you interpret an AI agent?
It's leveraging AI to perform tasks.
Simply that. Yeah, like a year ago, we kind of like dabbled a bit trying to replicate some of the tasks we have to do on this channel, right?
Yeah, it's a lot of tasks.
We spend a lot of time sifting through Twitter, aggregating information specifically around this topic. We do it for all other topics, right? Hey, people want to know about memes. You gotta do a lot of due diligence and research and stuff, and then aggregate all that into like a package and an understanding in order to like convey that to you guys, right? So agents can do that at like the snap of a finger.
That's right.
As long as you direct it like properly, right?
Yeah.
But a year ago,
it was very rudimentary, these AI agents. It would get stuck in doom loops and it would waste a bunch of your money.
Yeah. Yeah. It was just like a command line interface.
Yeah.
It was ugly. Right. But now through the magic of open source, a year later, essentially everybody is like has access to do similar things, but like in a much more efficient process. Right.
Yeah.
And now we're wrapping tokens around this stuff.
As you should.
As we do in the crypto world. Right?
Yeah. All right. So we're looking at the first one here. Virtual's protocol at a market cap of 1.6 billion. No big deal.
Yeah. We said billion, not million. Yeah. Right. So we talked about Virtuals a month ago, like end of October, October 25th to be specific. So if you watch that video, what was the price there?
October 25th is right at the peak here.
Yeah, I guess like the first or the second major peak. So yeah, this was like whenever, you know, the first leg, I guess I would say, of the AI agent space starting to like catch wind.
Mm-hmm.
But now, you know, since it's like essentially, what is that, a 10x? Or
yeah,
just about a 10x since then.
Yeah.
Now that it's appreciated so significantly and now it's capturing everybody's attention, right? This is something you shouldn't really fade.
Never fade anything that's popping off. Definitely always do your research.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't necessarily have to dabble, right? But you should be aware because this stuff applies. And maybe if you're only interested, like I'm just so diehard in my conviction and belief in the metaverse. So I can't like deviate away from that.
Yeah.
So like, that's a mistake, right? Because the metaverse will require like understanding of DeFi, understanding of AI, understanding of a lot of different verticals that exist outside of that sector of the metaverse, right? It's just, it's not obvious today, but it will apply, right?
All right, so we're looking at a tweet here. Base is emerging as the center of on-chain AI, newly possible agents and human games. Agents emerging as top KOLs.
What's a KOL?
Key opinion leader.
That's us, dude.
I guess that's what they call us.
People have claimed that we're KOLs, even though we haven't received a penny.
Not a penny, literally.
I feel like that's the qualifier of an actual. We're just opinion leaders.
We're just leaders.
We're not key.
Yeah,
there's nothing key about us. But these AI agents are swooping in to take our jobs, dude.
Yeah,
that's pretty wild. And they're creating LLCs. What do you think about that?
Agents creating LLCs on chain. That is interesting.
So what is the implications of that? Essentially,
well, they're doing work on your behalf, and the work that it does, if it gets sued, it can't attack your personal accounts.
Fascinating. So they're already finding like loopholes and workarounds. You know.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
Yeah. So, but the key thing to identify there is base. So we haven't talked about base in a while.
Yeah,
we're back to talking about Ethereum, guys. So
what?
TJ's happy, right?
Yes, very happy. It's not even Christmas yet.
I know, dude. But if we were looking for that nugget of like potentiality to get Ethereum like to the 10K dream, this might be it. This whole AI sector.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah. Now all of a sudden, like Ethereum seems relevant again.
And it only took an artificial intelligence.
Yeah, a new wave of innovation. Who would have thunk?
Yeah.
Right.
All right, so now we're looking at AI 16Z. That sounds familiar, dude.
Yeah, I think this is more Solana based. Yeah, so virtuals, massive ecosystem, launch your agents on base. This is, I think, like an actual AI hedge fund. Yeah, because, I mean, A16Z, that's Andreessen Horowitz, right?
That's correct.
I mean, I recently saw the Joe Rogan interview.
I still need to watch that.
It's actually great.
Yeah, I know that they were talking about debanking, like a bunch of crypto people.
I mean, well, we saw that happening, kind of.
Yeah, I know.
So, like, if you weren't witnessing, like, the attack on the crypto industry, then I guess this is a surprise to you. But we were paying attention when the government was actively, like, trying to shut down our industry. It was pretty crazy. Right?
Yeah, they were telling banks to not do any business with crypto people.
Yeah, that's fucking nuts, dude. That's not cool.
Yeah.
But luckily, we're draining the swamp, as we like to say, and reducing the bloat, right? So, yeah, long live Doge.
Thank you, Doge.
Yeah. So good times ahead.
All right. So what is the market cap of said AI 16Z? It's only $463 million.
Yeah. I mean, only, I guess, in context of virtuals, right? Like, so this is like introduced through an open source, I guess, framework for AI agents called Eliza, I believe.
Eliza, yeah.
But yeah, so what is this agent doing? I mean, you could zoom in here. There's an asset under management.
Yeah, right here. Assets under management. It is managing $8.3 million.
I wonder how it's doing that, dude.
It's probably doing some trades.
I noticed the number went down about like $1 million.
Yeah.
From earlier when we were looking at it.
Well, so not every agent's gonna win.
Not every trade's a good trade, right?
Yeah.
That's interesting. So if this thing goes to zero, it's like, fuck, you know, maybe the community has ways to like refund the treasury.
Well, I mean, this is a fun way to kind of like burn $8 million worth of cash, right? Just watch the AI just wreck itself.
Nuke it. Imagine. But I think the idea though is to, for number to go up.
Yeah.
Because I think the value of this token, the interpretation of the value of the agent would correlate to its performance in the market. Right?
Yeah, I mean, if it were me and I was doing research, I'd definitely look at Wall Street. They already have algorithms that have been trading for like 30 years. And so I would think they'd be the first ones to implement a proper AI agent to have successful trades.
Interesting. Well,
the first. Now, this is like independent development. So like,
yeah.
You'll see the fun stuff here, but you'll see the real adults making billions of dollars with AI agents.
Yeah, but that's like closed source fucking, there's nothing interesting about that. Like, the interesting part is like having an open source, accessible tool so anybody can deploy something of that caliber of like a trader, and it's fully autonomous, right? And I'm part of that, the growth of that.
Yeah, but it's good to know like what data, because the data is anything and everything. It's like if there's a war in that country, that means that there's going to be less oil, the price goes up.
Yeah. Well, I don't think we're not dealing with like rich commodities in this space.
No, not yet. Not yet. Well, that's definitely coming.
It's more like they're analyzing crypto Twitter. It's like, oh, these influencers are talking about this coin, so let me make some buys, stuff like that, right? That's the world these agents understand.
Yeah.
That's interesting, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right, in 24 hours, people have pushed PRs for Avalanche, Near, Slack, and a bunch of fixes, and we are averaging 8 pull requests per day. I've never worked on a project that moved this fast. It's really the most incredible thing to be a part of. And so this guy, he is free open source AI agents from Eliza.
Yeah, so we talked about that's where the trading bot we were just looking at comes from. So it isn't, like we're saying, an open source accessible framework that you can contribute to. So that, I think, adds to the bull picture here, especially when you're looking at like the velocity of contribution.
Yeah.
I think this tells you something, right?
Yeah, so the world's there's a world where AI16Z/Eliza becomes the open source platform for decentralized AI. And so you can see all the stars received in that particular GitHub by all these people.
Yeah.
Complete explosion.
Yeah, that's crazy. I necessarily don't know exactly how these things tend to happen, right? You call these typically unicorns, right? It's hard to explain why this and not like Vitensor, right? Vitensor's been around.
Mm-hmm.
That's on this list here. I mean, it's doing well. You see it's like the second largest line here.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah, and there's many other like open source AI communities contributing towards these frameworks and such, but this is explosive.
It could be just like ease of access to this particular technology.
Maybe the name itself, it's a good meme, AI16Z.
Yeah, I mean, I would imagine
that had something to do with it, right?
Yeah, that and like a bunch of people created GitHub accounts and just like liked it.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. So that's part of it's not just there's proof of actual development contribution.
Yeah, but this is at a different kind of scale here.
Yeah, this is pretty wild. So definitely what that I think is the big major story to kind of understand what is really happening and what are the implications if it is truly like genuine, like representation of contribution.
Yeah.
Yeah, what does that actually mean? Like, what is the potential unlock for that, right?
Right.
For sure, it adds speculative value, right? Why is the AI16Z coin up 30% today? I think that has an attributed part of that, right?
All right, so let's take a look at this. AI16Z DAO is building one of the fastest growing open source agentic AI frameworks in existence today, not just in crypto. As a direct result of this, AI16Z fund just broke 10 million in assets under management.
So we just saw that. Now it's at 8 million, like we said. So yeah, a lot of bullish trajectory on this like ecosystem and project. So this is fascinating. It reminds me a lot of early like DeFi days, just to see like developers kind of like back in the timeline, like developer interest is like, not something we've been talking about lately in the light of like the meme economy.
Yeah, utilities actually bad news bears for memes.
Yeah, but now it's coming back, dude.
Yeah, so finally.
Yeah, maybe
the pendulum had to swing back, so we expected it.
I think it's slowly starting to swing back. I think people are interested in actually seeing technology again. Maybe.
But there are AI agents that are also memes, so there's a combination.
That's probably why it's doing so well, right?
Probably, yeah.
But they're not just memes. They're like memes with
personalities.
Memes with communication ability.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
So this is the AI agent index.
So yeah, this is the mind share. So we have Zero Bro. 14% mind share, then AI XBT is at 11%.
Yeah, I think this is an old representation. I think nowadays AI XBT
is beating
everybody. Yeah, but this is, if you want to keep an eye on like the mind share, I think if you're going to speculate in these markets, I feel like that's like one of the more valuable metrics to understand.
Yeah, so here's a tool here, cookie.fun. So this is probably the easiest way to keep track of everything. So AI XBT, 18%.
It is on top. Yeah, so this is... Yeah. Think of this as like the actual battlegrounds, right? So these are Twitter is a very competitive space. if you've spent any time trying to like tweet and like gain your follower count, gain your influence, whatever, you have to say interesting things. You have to have valuable output in order for people to like engage with your thoughts, essentially.
Correct.
That's the utility of Twitter. So these AI agents are essentially competing in the same arena, right?
Yeah, it looks like somebody got the handle God.
Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about God here in a second, dude. And it's so don't panic. It's not me like trying to convert you or anything like that. This is a much more interesting version of God that maybe even you would appreciate. We'll see.
Well, if it's an AI agent that I can interface with, I'm interested.
You're already way more interested.
Yeah, way more.
Not an actual spiritual being that could
not at all.
Salvage your
I would like some
soul.
answers.
Not interested in eternal salvation.
Not at all. I want the truth.
You want answers today.
Yeah.
Okay, I see. All right. Speaking of the metaverse.
Yeah. Well, speaking of, look at the total market cap of these AI agents, 8 billion. That's half the metaverse right now on Ethereum.
So what do you interpret that as, like overvalued in the current landscape of things? What do you think?
That the metaverse and AI agents have interplay with each other.
Right. Yeah, but both markets seem severely undervalued
For sure.
in the context of a $3.5 trillion market.
Yeah.
That's what the crypto space is right now. Dude, these are babies, dude.
Yeah.
Whew.
So the metaverse here, Jin, an active developer for a long time in the metaverse.
Yeah.
Collabing with talented individual on bringing the Stonk Exchange project back. So if I scroll down here, here's a 3D representation of the exchange, kind of walking through.
Yeah, so if you're wondering
that environment.
Yeah, we talked on our last video that the metaverse sector is kind of like, it's appreciating a bit. People are starting to see some value in it after several years of stagnation. Why? Where's the speculation arising from? It's the AI agent arena space, right? Like that there is direct integration capabilities within the metaverse, right?
Yeah, so the goal is having a virtual exchange displaying real-time data and able to watch the agents live trade in here. The avatars are ready, going to optimize DS and find a place to set them up.
Yeah, so essentially you're going to see these agents trading, like we just saw AI 16Z with $8 million, right?
Yeah.
Like I feel like as a spectator, I would like to be there witnessing the trades like in this trading interface, right?
Yeah.
I mean, why not? You can maybe copy the trades of this person. I mean, there's easier ways to do that. Obviously, you can just like watch the wallet. You don't have to like actually go into some immersive space and watch the screen of an AI agent. That's it's adding more friction, right? But at the same time, it's a whole different experience, which the metaverse kind of, that is the value add to things, right?
Yeah, I mean, you could create as a metaverse developer sort of an interface that kind of shows you what the AI is thinking.
There you go. Yeah, the reasoning.
So that it gives you a reason to be there to watch it.
Yeah. Yeah, so that is one angle. And so Portals here is discussing other integrations for AI agents. So we're seeing a trend, right?
Yeah.
Of different metaverse platforms, ecosystems starting to see the importance of integrating AI, which I'm pretty sure is going to be ubiquitous across the board. We're going to get Decentraland. We're going to get Sandbox. Developers in the bitmap space, including ourselves.
Yep.
We're going to be contributing into this arena, right?
Yeah, we have to.
It's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
How come? Because there's a lot of things that need to be built in the context of the metaverse, right? And AI agents can play a critical role in that.
Yeah, so here's an example of AI agents battling each other in the format of a game.
Yeah.
And it's called Floppy Bot.
Looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
So how do you see this evolving, dude, in the context of the metaverse?
Well, this is just running a simulation of AI agents trying to compete with each other, but you can apply that to pretty much anything, including jobs in the metaverse. And so yeah.
Or races.
Races?
Yeah, racing.
Oh, yeah, racing.
Yeah, what the fuck? What do you think I said, dude?
You said races.
Races, yeah, races, racing. Come on, dude. Races. Is that the wrong way to say it?
No.
Okay. That's why I'm wondering why you're confused by me saying races. I don't know. Okay, moving on. So
right.
the Bitcoin ecosystem as well has some AI integration.
Yeah, so we're going to be interviewing Jake here, I think, next week, and he's integrating AI to Emblem Vault.
Yeah. Yeah, so you can watch this video and kind of see the interface of what that looks like. You could essentially have like an AI agent engaging with the market itself, and then like you don't really have to do anything other than like communicate with it and tell it what to do.
Yeah, instead of going to a swapping website, you could just tell the AI agent to swap these tokens.
Yeah, and then all the results of these transactions right there in your vault, right? So it's very interesting, and Bitcoin support will be coming, so I can foresee Bitcoin ecosystem projects leveraging this in the future. Also, we're trying to get a hold of Bitoshi.
Yeah.
I mean, our community has been informing us that the Satoshi AI has been saying a lot of really nice things about DMT, right?
That's right.
Really nice things.
So he's about to update it. V2 deployment for Cypher Genesis. Did a lot of work today leading up to that.
Yeah, it's like one of the top runes right now. So if you're looking for like a runes play that has some sort of AI intersection, I think doing some due diligence on Bitoshi's project makes a lot of sense. But outside the Bitcoin ecosystem, this is what's capturing my attention. If you wanted, I don't know, our opinion of something like this potential has like a lot of entertainment potential, maybe.
Yeah. Nouse research.
Yeah. So if you go back into the old days of Bittensor, this was like one of the early subnets. I think subnet 6.
Yeah.
So there's some significance. You have to do some research and some deep diving as to why they're no longer like part of the subnet network and what Nouse does as far as providing additional I guess developments that is helping Bittensor anyways, right? Even though they're not part of the subnet network, but they're still collaborating for this AI agent right here.
Yeah. And I guess this account controls the God account and the Satan account.
Well, this is the nothing account, right? So if you go to it, this is a performance artist. It's called Shloom. No, not that one. Click on the X's right there. Yeah. Right there.
Yeah.
So you go to this account, it's going to tell you to do a couple things. It's going to put you like a weird little tweet that is just like an empty box, which I did yesterday.
Yeah, so you click on this and it'll take you to your tweet, and then it's just you scroll down and then it's like
it's a box of nothingness essentially. Yeah. So there's something weird here, but the integration of Nouse being part of this whole experiment, I think, is what's interesting about it, right? Because of its connection to Bittensor and the fact that it got a hold of these two Twitter handles.
Yeah,
doesn't sound like an easy task.
No, definitely not.
Do you think they paid? No, there's no way they paid for like @God.
I think you can do that.
Of course, but like, why wouldn't it be easier to like collaborate somehow with like whoever owns that account?
Yeah, it'd be easier and cheaper, but
yeah, I feel like the value that I wouldn't sell that account for anything less than like $1 million, right?
Yeah, more than that, I would guess.
More?
Yeah.
Yeah, so most likely there wasn't a purchase unless like these guys are just loaded, right? They just have funds to be scooping up.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I mean, I guess if you own that account and someone comes to you and say, hey, why don't you hook up AI to it? And you're like, sure. And yeah, I can see that happening.
Yeah.
All right. And so we were looking at this account and they have a token, right? It's the nothing token.
Yeah, literally nothing. There's no ticker for it. It's like a darkness canvas. It's weird, right? So there's a lot of like social experimenting going on with this AI agent space, kind of similar to like when we saw with NFTs. Remember Pac? Remember that guy?
Who?
Pac, where he was like doing these NFTs with like it was just like a single pixel on the screen.
Oh yeah,
remember that?
Yeah.
And we were wondering like what the hell is going on.
Yeah,
it's like why are people freaking out over this thing?
Yeah.
But they were literally freaking out over like a pixel.
Yeah.
But that's part of the, what do you call it? Performance art of it all. Right? So there's like a whole deep subculture sector of the art world finding its place essentially in like
Yeah.
not only the meme sector but like the AI agent space. And I think this is it's interesting, something to keep an eye on to see what the hell's going to happen between God and Satan, right?
I'm interested.
Well, I don't know why. if you're so opposed to such things,
I'd like to see that dynamic play out officially this time.
what
There's
is
a
that?
whole book you can read on it.
Right? Yeah, dude. Well, why?
But now they
why-
can actually chat in real time and like respond.
Yeah, if you actually see how they talk, it's like it's like teenagers arguing with one another.
It's a click farm then.
I wonder if like that's how God and Satan actually interface through like dimensional communication.
Yeah.
I don't know, but yeah. So we'll see, dude.
It's like,
But-
you suck. It's like,
like-
no, you suck.
Yeah, it's like go to hell. It's like I'm already there. Shit like that, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. But the thing that so the next big buzzword to pay attention to are these swarms, AI swarms, right?
Yeah. So these AI swarms, what do? Adaptive high frequency trading. So that's another good use case. Automated trading and yield farming, real time risk prediction models, AI powered market making, AI enhanced DAOs. Sounds extremely useful.
That's interesting. Remember we were
Postulating.
postulating like a year or two ago. We're like, are DAOs eventually gonna be run by AIs, governed by AI?
It's like they have to, because humans are
Humans are terrible at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we just naturally tend to want to like fight with one another, even for like the most minor reasons, right? So because we're more emotionally driven. So maybe the AIs will do a better job at managing things, but maybe not, because they tend to have our own biases as well.
Yeah, and look at this last one, AI-driven NPC for Web3 games.
So that's what we just looked through, dude. So it's
Yeah.
happening. So this is interesting. Tons of different like new verticals. What's happening with OpenAI?
OpenAI launches O1 and ChatGPT Pro for only $200 a month.
So what does that do to like the rest of this sector?
The whole sector gets
An
upgraded.
upgrade, pretty much, right?
Yeah,
Most of this stuff is probably
like OpenAI APIs.
yeah.
Yeah.
Would you guess?
Well, yeah, but it just I guess it depends on which model you're using and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But now the developers have a new tool that they can experiment with.
Yeah, so it's an interesting like market sector emerging, because not only is the crypto market like gravitating towards it, it's like in parallel the whole like sector of Silicon Valley. This is like what they're excited about as well.
Yeah.
You see
Makes
Jensen
sense.
Huang, you see Mark Zuckerberg, they're all promoting their own AI agent frameworks as well.
Yeah, as they should.
So this is it. This is like ingredients for a new super cycle, I think, right?
Yeah.
Because we were asking what's going to be the things that drive this the next 12 months. Is it only going to be memes?
Definitely not.
Yeah, not anymore, right? I mean, a month ago, you probably would have said, and that's what it looks like, right?
Yeah.
It's just going to be memes. That's what Murad is saying,
That's true.
but not anymore, right?
Yeah, I mean, Murad, I wonder what he thinks. It's like everything's a meme anyway. It's just, what's the narrative?
Yeah. Well, wrapping these things in like the meme deployment mechanics of
Yeah.
bonding curves,
Yeah.
automated seeding of liquidity and such using DeFi tools, all that's still there. That's why Virtuals is doing so well.
Yep.
All these other AI agent platforms are doing well. So it's like you can craft these new narratives using those same tools,
Yeah.
bring them to market, and like,
And now you can interact with the token, right, in the form of AI.
yeah. So yeah, we're gonna have to keep our eyes on this, dude. We'll have a lot more to say as far as like contextual application in the metaverse context
Yeah, for sure.
within the next coming, I don't know, hopefully weeks, but probably months.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see.
All right, well, that's AI agents. If there are any questions, please let us know in the comment section below. Also, follow our Twitter accounts. All the links will be in the description, and I appreciate you for watching, and we'll catch you in the next video.
Peace.